her!
So when are we gonna remember that, like, the princess is actually mean and we don't really like her that much? I do kind of like how Musashi's doing the right thing, even though he's kind of no reason to. I think that's kind of the point of his character. But yeah, we kind of have no reason to even save this princess. Other than, you know, video games. True. There's a selfish reason. But it doesn't seem to be the reason he's doing it.
Huh? Why am I floating? What the? The sky scroll activated itself!
Tower of Death is somehow a guardian. Whoa. Man, once again, super unique enemy. Super unique movement gimmick. Flappy Bird the boss. Ow. I don't see an eyeball anywhere. Is there supposed to be an eyeball somewhere? Oh. This is a very, very tall tower. I'm gonna need to eat some mid-air cheese. Hey! What? Oh, okay. No. No. What the? What's happening? Oh my god. That one is going so fast. Whoa, whoa, that's creepy. Not seeing any green eyeballs. There it is. I think the idea is you're supposed to, like, find a safe spot. Oh my god, my controls are flipped. Okay, now it's fixed. Man, what a cool boss. That was really cool. Game just continues to impress as soon as you think they're out of ideas. Just give me full health too.
The Sky Crest! This is it! Wonder what kind of power I'll get!
You're gonna turn into a sheep.
That is as far as you go. Unless you do not care what happens to this girl.
Musashi, like, hurry up and save me! This guy stinks!
This guy stinks.
Hey! So you're Flatsky!
That's correct. Capricola, take the Lumina from the midget. What are you waiting for? Get my Lumina! Schnell, hurry!
It must be easy to give orders and complain about everything. What a life you have. Do you know how many lives you've destroyed?
Oh my god, the double,
As though you'd regret anything.
the double secret agent.
Why'd I even ask? You can't order me around anymore. I've been waiting for this moment ever since. Ever since you killed my parents!
Oh!
What are you saying, Capri? I do not remember killing your parents.
Remember this?
Oh my...
John!
That hat! You can't be!
Not the hat.
Good for you. You remembered.
I'm
That's
actually the
natural.
chillest dude ever.
Even you couldn't forget Thirst Quencher's prince. I've come for revenge.
Does he have a gun?
Ah, Thirst Quencher's prince.
Does he just pull a gun?
I thought you died with your parents. But Capricola, that was an accident. I did not mean to.
An accident?
Dude just had a piece
Don't
this
make
whole
me
time.
Laugh.
What
I
the
saw everything. You.
John, watch out!
No, John!
Yeehaw! Bullseye! Hey, Pops, you all right?
That's a good boy. Well done. Now I should get the Lumina from that Musashi.
Musashi, please help me!
Musashi, don't give it to him.
John, I'm sorry, but I don't know what's going on anymore. Don't worry, though. I won't let Flatsky have his way.
They just gave it to him?
Now that the Lumina is mine, I can rule the world! Ha! Go away, you tomboy. No need for you anymore!
Oh my god.
Princess! You're gonna get it, pal! Princess, you
Look at that
all right?
bullet hole.
Thanks, Musashi. I'm okay. But, like, if we don't do something, Flatsky's gonna take over this world.
But like,
Maybe.
Now I will be in the history books. How exciting. Give me eternal power, legendary sword, Lumina!
man, this is epic. suddenly Cyber Demon? What?
Yeah, this is the Wizard of Darkness. Looks powerful. Let us see. First, go over there and get rid of that garbage. Better say your prayers.
I saw that coming.
I am free. Now no one can stop my plans for destruction.
Why did that monster come out of Lumina?
As I expected.
Like, what's going on?
John, you're not dead yet?
The Wizard of Darkness wasn't sealed by Lumina, but was sealed within Lumina.
You mean that I've been doing all this to release the Wizard of Darkness?
No wonder brave Fencer Musashi had Crest Guardians protect the scrolls.
Watch out! It knows we're here!
Does it? It's kind of just staring forward. Oh, there it goes.
Musashi, get out of here!
What about you, John?
Don't worry about me. Oh yeah, take care of Leno for me.
Musashi! Hurry up!
John! Shoot! It's all my fault!
Like, what are you saying? For crying out loud, cream the creep! You can do it, Musashi! Uh-oh.
For crying out loud, cream the creep.
Get out of here! Come on, let's go!
Hey, wait for me! Huh? Lumina came back? What's going on?
Well, you gotta have Lumina or else you can't do anything. You can't make any of the jumps.
Hurry up, Musashi! This way!
I honestly really like the double secret agent John. This whole time we like kind of knew that he was actually evil, but then he double crosses the double crosser. That was actually kind of great. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting a, oh my god, it's actually John. How could we have ever known? Because like he was like in trouble at the start too, so I figured it was just a,
You are
normal
late,
reveal.
Musashi.
Then 2
As
seconds later he
always.
gets capped.
Like, sorry! Got kidnapped again!
Koichiro! You're still alive? Let go of the princess!
Yeah, he's got to put on his sunglasses.
You actually think that you were able to get rid of me? Ha! Now how about this? If you agree to a duel, she can go free. All right, all right. You never give up, do you?
We're kind of busy.
No time to chit-chat. Musashi, get ready to perish. Princess, watch out!
Giant
What?
foot in the background. Okay, princess is dead.
Princess!
Like, she's dead. She's got yeeted 500 stories. What is going on? Did his... Okay.
Duel Musashi, get ready to perish. Duel! Duel!
Shoot! It absorbed Kojiro. Oh well. Gotta find the princess.
Shoot. Anyways. Also, he's like half the size he was 2 seconds ago. Oh, shoot. Anyways. Oh, okay. Jump scare. Also, this lag is crazy. What is this, a finger stamina test? Hey, how's it going?
Princess! Oh, I thought you were...
Musashi.
Looks like their personalities bonded, and now I guess all they want is me.
Their personalities
No,
bonded.
I'll
That's one way
smash
to put
to
it.
bits in return. Until then, stay here. And don't let anyone kidnap you again, okay?
I'll be all right. Just don't lose, okay?
Okay, Musashi, how does this make any sense? Why didn't you just fight them before? You waited until they combined, and now you're just going to fight them? Why don't you fight him in the other room, where John was? What? This is such an odd finale. Pretty epic, though. Part 2? There was a part 1?
What a dumb-looking wizard. I did all that to free this beast? You're gonna get it now, pal!
What a dumb-looking wizard. What even is this that we're on? Where did this come from? I'm dead. All that for 17 damage. Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to stay away or what. Duh. Ouch. Oh. I don't know if I'm supposed to get to his tail or what, but... Oh, I whacked him, and then he just grabbed me. Okay, wait. Make him do his tail thing? Ow. I can't tell when he's doing the tail thing. It's so fast. Yes. He now has a purple face. I don't know what this means. Ow, it's so fast. He now has a red face. Whoa. Oh, great. Oh yeah. Please don't tell me it's just this a bunch of times. Might actually just be this a couple of times. There's no way, right? Like it's not even gonna do. Okay. Or something. That was something. That sure was something. What? He swung early. Okay. Not sure how that happened. What the? Can you, like, go back to being normal? Thank you. I mean, this is a crazy simple boss. This is all he does. He just went back to the first attack for the last phase. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting boss. But this isn't even my final form. Part 3. Oh god. Dark Lumina finale.
Still alive? Still wanna play, huh? You're gonna regret it, pal!
Epic song. Alright, hold on. I gotta keep you guys in suspense. I've had to go to the bathroom for the past 45 minutes, and boss has 97 phases. Hold on one sec. All right. I like how the pause screen just says ... Whoa. I can't get over how similar the music sounds to Parasite Eve. I want to do like a direct comparison of the two. The bass line doesn't, but that... What is he doing? Oh, I'm guessing I gotta use each thing. Or I just get hit. Okay, cool. What the... Pac-Man sound effect? Okay. Now we have a boss. Now we have a boss. A boss that I have no idea how to hit. He's using each element, but I don't know if I'm supposed to like use the element he's using or what. It's weird because like this one wind is good against, so it seems like I'm supposed to use wind for that one. This one I don't even see how sky would help. What if I do this? Oh my god, that should worked. Okay, that's epic. Because that's like the first boss in the whole game I've had to use that ability on. So that's actually really cool. No, I screwed up. Got hit by that last fire. And you really gotta mash for that. They make it really easy by putting them like right in front of you. Oh my god. He goes so fast in the next one now. Boom! Sudden text, the battle is over. The Wizard of Darkness was once again sealed into Lumina by brave Fencer Musashi. The truth about Lumina must be known so that the wizard can never be set free again. By telling the new story of the legendary brave Fencer Musashi. I don't know, it kind of looked like I didn't capture him in the sword. Kind of looked like I blew him up. But okay.
Mom! Dad! It's all your fault! It's all because you went on vacation and, left me all alone!
There, there, my child, you're correct. It is all my fault. I'm awfully sorry. But you didn't have to destroy the castle, dear.
From now on, we will tell you before we take a vacation.
Wow, what a moral.
As long as you're sorry. Huh? No, that's not what I mean.
Don't get so upset, my child.
By the way, who is that little person over there?
Oh, him? He saved my life.
Saved your life?
You don't mean that something happened while we were away?
Nothing happened? Right, Ribson?
Yes, other than the princess's party, it doth be very peaceful every day.
See?
Princess, I'm gonna go return this. Back in a flash.
All right, Musashi. Be careful.
That's Lumina, the sword of luminescence.
Oh, gracious me! And the name Musashi. You cannot be...
I'm the legendary brave fencer Musashi. How's it going, old man?
What an amazing quote to end on. How's it going, old man? Must have been a resolution change between this and the credits. That's why it cut out for a second. These pictures are sweet. I love this art. What a great ending. So yeah, that final dungeon was pretty crazy. The bosses, other than the last one, were kind of simple, but also, you know, there were a lot of them, and the whole dungeon was very big, so can't really expect each one to be super unique. But in terms of the game in general, every boss was incredibly unique. This game reminds me of a lot of games around this time that, like, well, not a lot, but some games that really pushed the boundaries and tried to make, like, everything very... Like, the games were shorter, but there was a lot of unique gameplay throughout instead of just kind of sticking to one thing. I can't think of any good examples, but I know they're out there. I know I've played them. And like I said, I think a game like this that lasts 20 hours is so much better than a game that does the same thing for 60. It's just really impressive what they were able to do. And yeah, I could see how playing this as a kid, you would have so much nostalgia for it. Did a lot of people that played this as a kid beat it? Because it definitely seems like the type of game that, as a kid, I would have just run around not knowing what to do and just kind of enjoying fighting stuff, you know? But I was not the best at finishing games as a kid. Yeah. Did you catch on to the kind of... What is going on there? Did you catch on to the... Oh, it's him pulling her tail. I was like, what? Talking to the townspeople to kind of figure out what to do? Or did you just kind of run around and eventually accidentally figure out what to do? Yeah. As a kid, I was kind of bad at finishing games, and I was also really bad at talking to NPCs, so I probably would have never finished this game. Probably would have just run around getting abilities from enemies and messing around, you know? Capture card doing its dirty again. I think the music and the gameplay were the two, like, biggest impressive things for me. Back to his own world. The Sword of Squaresoft. Oh my god. Oh my god, the red section in Squaresoft has been the Sword of Lumina this whole time. Wait. We just got the deep lore of Squaresoft's logo. My whole life I've been looking at this logo, I never knew. Now we know what it is. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's like finding the 7 in the Final Fantasy 7 opening. Holy, my whole life has been altered now. I could never look at this logo the same. Is this a kill screen? Nope. Oh, we can save. What does saving do for us? Finn.
Let's do it!
Huh. So it's not a new game plus, but just plop you back in town before it have a time rewind type deal. So probably the only thing left to do would be to like get the toys. Which is probably a crap ton of. I could have maybe bought all of these if it weren't for me losing 10 grand to the Ant Queen. I wonder how you get these specials. Maybe from getting all the townspeople or the castle people. Todd. Giant ant. Yeah, I don't think so. Princess Fillet.
Musashi! 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 Use Lumina! Use Lumina! Musashi! Use Lumina! Musashi! Use Lumina! Musashi! Use Lumina! Musashi! Use Lumina! Use Lumina! Musashi! Musashi! Use Lumina!
Excellent. Excellent work. We get a doggo. Wait, why does he look so realistic? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Thanks. 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 Thanks.
That's the doggo bark? Back. Back.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, that was extreme. That is crazy. Somebody take his toys away.
Dance or die!
Okay, that's great.
Dance or die!
I want a real life toy like this.
Dance
Or die.
Dance or die!
Alright, well, I guess that's it for Musashi. What an awesome game. I'm really glad that we played this. I'm glad that people recommended it. I can see why it was pretty much the most recommended game over the years that we hadn't played yet. It's so unique. It's so unique. It's such a cool part of Squaresoft history. Now I know what the Squaresoft logo is, so game changer. But yeah, it's like everything I love about the PS1 era. You know, there's just super unique games that really couldn't be made in any other time. Squaresoft was kind of trying everything and implementing these RPG aspects and like this day-night cycle thing into an action game. It works. It works well, and I think it didn't overstay its welcome either. You know, it did what it wanted to do. It's not. I think if it was longer, I mean, if they kept having bosses and areas that were as unique as what we played up to this point, I'd be down to play this for another 20 hours. I mean, if they kept, I think that this was kind of the limit of their ideas, but man, like it really never took its foot off the gas. I think the only part of the game that felt a bit of a slog was maybe going back to the Steam Woods the second time and doing like the Steam Woods thing again. It was harder the second time, so I mean there was a bit of a challenge, but in general it was like, it felt like a bit of padding. But for the most part, the whole game kind of kept the foot on the gas. I think my only complaint, and I use that term lightly, is that the abilities weren't super useful out of unlocking things, which is a typical trope of action games around this time. You would get an ability, use the ability to unlock the door, and then never use it again. And that's kind of the way this game felt as well. There were some uses for, like, the earth stun, but in general, especially like the water ability, the fire ability, they were just kind of useless other than figuring out puzzles. But I do like how they were kind of implemented at the end. That, like, final dungeon, using each one was cool. I think my favorite puzzle in the game was that final gauntlet with the calendar, even though it was annoying because if you messed it up, you had to do the whole thing again. But the way that you had to use the calendar to figure out what door to go to and then also use the abilities to get to the right door was a cool, like, combination of pretty much everything we've done so far. We've either used an ability to open a door or we've used, like, an item to solve a puzzle, and there you were doing both. So that was kind of a cool combination of everything you've learned up to this point in the final dungeon, which I always like to see. It's always great when a final dungeon actually is, like, the ultimate test of what you've learned, and I feel like that was. The bosses were kind of simple, like I said, but also they worked. I mean, they were fun anyways. And then the final boss was kind of lame at first, and then the final part of the boss was good. So, but yeah, overall, this is definitely going down as one of my favorite action games on the PS1. It really blows my mind how much they were able to shove into this game and how unique it is. Even to, like, saving the villagers or the castle people and stuff, and the way the villagers worked and how it all kind of happened within one little area. And then I think the bosses, specifically the Crest Guardians, were all super unique and cool. And the absorb abilities thing as well, I would have loved that as a kid. One of my favorite games growing up, as you know, Kirby 64, had the whole absorbing ability thing. I liked that more because you could combine them, but even, I mean, I would have loved this as a kid, just running around getting abilities from enemies and seeing what they do. I would have been super down for that. And like I said, I think as a kid, I probably would have just run around getting abilities from enemies and never actually beating the game. I would have just, done that, and would have had fun. And then, of course, yeah, the soundtrack was definitely above and beyond what I thought. I mean, I knew it's Squaresoft in the PS1 era. I knew it was going to be good, but yeah, it was really good. It was really awesome all the way through. So yeah, maybe we have to play the sequel someday. I've heard the sequel's not as great, but it might be a good let's play someday just to see the differences and kind of see what went right and what went wrong. So if you'd like to see that, be sure to let me know. And yeah, I'll definitely have to check out the speed run, and like I said, I think a challenge run type deal of this game to see how quickly you could beat it would be really interesting, just because of how the day-night cycle works and how the tired meter works, and how certain things happen on certain days. Like, it'd be really interesting to see how that's optimized. So I'll have to definitely check that out. But one of the most unique games on the PS1, I think. Incredible job. Glad that people asked for this game, because I think it's a pretty important one to play. And I guess that's it. So thanks again for supporting Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi. Don't know where we're going next for our next Let's Play. I got to decide. We have an event coming up next month, so maybe I try to find something that fits with that. Or maybe we just do a completely different one. But we're going to move on to the Final Fantasy X challenge. Before we do that, we got to say goodbye to YouTube one last time for the Let's Play Brave Fencer Musashi. Thank you again for all the support and all the love. Let me know what game you'd like to see for an official Let's Play next, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.